basically letting them execute. And I kind of like that style. And I know Navi like to run an explosion on their early gun rounds. So when they have the Galils and stuff, they like to pop flash and hit the inside side.
And it perfectly counters that. It's great because Mousesports understand we can give away the site. We just can't give away the backline of the site. And that's what Robs is playing to prevent. He lets them take the side. He just doesn't want anyone to push back. And if he can manage to do that, by the time the rotate comes in, they are in a very good position to execute the retake properly. And that's where Simple is the X factor. He's the guy who gets some mad peaks and gets a couple of round-turning kills.
There you go. Navi will have the choice of side as well on train, so potentially we'll get to see the T side from Mousesports first, I imagine. They're going to be taking that defense?
Yeah, I would say
train,
so.
right?
Yeah. One of the factors as well that we didn't touch on, Oscar hasn't been hitting anything too wildly, but the Chris J Oscar AWP combo on Mirage, especially on that CT side when we got to overtime, started to have more impact. Train is a map once more where that can happen.
You have to keep our eyes on that. Oscar, more than capable of kind of bringing the fight too Simple. And that secondary AWP Flamey as well might crop up.
I don't really care too much about people talking about double op and it's detrimental for your economy and don't do it in the first gun round. You're playing to win the game. I mean, if you win the round, who cares about the money, right? So looking at the way Navi plays, which is again mostly like looking for those fights and ending rounds late, that's where double op can be really potent, right? Because you have the advantage against that AK.
It is time for us to find our champion. We need to find out who will be crowned the champion of Season 4 of the StarSeries I-League Grand Final. And the storytellers for this one, guiding you through train, is Mousesports. We try again. Your name's not Mousesports. Henry G and Matt.
Yeah, well, if my name was Mousesports, it might be a little weird, but our victor might be named that. Who knows? We've got one map to find out. It could also still be Navi, despite that they couldn't close out the last map.
The problem was that T side was just horrible. I think a lot of people on Twitter noticed it as well. They didn't have a strat book there whatsoever. There was one very basic execute and a horrible default that didn't even have the basic mid control. The fundamentals of the map weren't even there, Matt. That was the problem. Train, they do have that.
Well, and the firepower only goes so far. If you're not going to have a strat, you need to just be exploding and destroying them in duels. The problem is that Simple's the only one that was doing that. The rest were struggling. We mentioned it. We have to mention it again, especially Zeus. Now, again, 3 straight series that this will be, that Navi will decide their fate on train, that this will be the deciding map for them. So chances are good based on the track record, but both teams run great AWP players, and Oscar can certainly be shut down on this map on the CT side, which they will not be starting on. It's Navi that gets to start CT first.
We forget everything that happened in the second map. Everything tied up now, 1 map apiece. This will decide our champion. Smokes, flashbangs deployed, Edward goes down. Fast approach here from Mousesports. It's Simple, try and pick them off there through the smoke, doing damage, but not enough to get the headshot just yet. Sticko noticing Electronic there towards Heaven. And it's Oscar to find the second kill, but Simple starting to come to life now. Finds Sunny and Zeus coming in. He needs to start stepping up here. Simple certainly is. Zeus have 2 players in front of him, and now he does manage to get a chance. Gets 1, but it might not be enough.
It's a good start, though. Just get that monkey off the back, get the kill early. He's got to get 2 more to win out the round. However, Mousesports with the bomb already planted, and Sticko with a great shot of the Glock. Silence speaks louder than words sometimes because the crowd don't get to erupt early. It's Mousesports with the lead.
Well, Simple, of course, he gets 2. Zeus just got that 1 killing blow from the flank. Could have got the double. Difficult shots. Not going to be rooting for that too much. Will it be the force buy from Navi, though? Looks like the answer is yes. 4 CZs, a very controversial weapon in the game right now. Simple all in as well. You can see he's got CZ armor. He will not be able to buy the AWP. If he does, it will be like glass cannon if he gets 1 kill with the CZ here, maybe. And we'll see how that transpires. Number 2, Mousesports. Definitely veterans on train as well. They've had some fantastic results in this particular map. They've got to take down Simple in this current form on his best map. Like, he can do some disastrous things on this one. As we'll get into it. Number 2, already given up a frag. That's Zeus going down. They might as well save the armor and the CZ at this point. Might seem a little bit strange, saving pistols, but at least you get a second bite of the cherry into the next round. You have the armor, the CZ, and go for another stack, but that's very well played. It suggests you've called the perfect strategy. If all you need is 1 kill to win a round, you've read the game very well. You haven't made any mistakes.
Flamey, run down by Chris as they get aggressive on the hunt to take away pistols and armor from Navi. They don't want them to have anything into round number 3. So they'll be somewhat cautious in doing so, obviously. You don't want to give them anything extra. So they're happy, I suppose, with 2 kills and 2 rounds.
Just while we're here, Matthew, I need to announce a very cool giveaway for StarLadder. If you go on the Facebook page, which is facebook.com/CSSLTV, you can have a look at the giveaway they're doing there. It's predicting the winner of the championship. You've got a few seconds now, really. Well, maybe less than that, a few, maybe 45 minutes tops, to write the name and leave it in the comments, like the page, and they'll be giving away loads of skins. So go check that out. As we get into round number 3, like we said, another chance for Navi to use these upgraded pistols and armor.
Scout from Oscar fires down toward the Ivy position. Lands on Zeus. 19 HP. They don't account for electronic sneaking in behind them. Rops is able to turn around fast enough to get the kill immediately after. So threat nullified for now. Could have been much, much worse as Chris gets inside of the site. Good find. Takes out Flamey. Simple and Edward left alive. Both of them found convincingly for Mousesports. They're looking sharp to start, I have to say. I know it's early, and I know that they won the pistol. We haven't seen guns brought out, which we will now from Navi. But they're looking convincing and concise in the way that they're approaching the map.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. 3-0 against Navi is not easy. You know how good they can be with Deagles and CZs. And like we said, no AWP going into train. I think that's a massive issue. Simple does this a lot. You can say how amazing he is, but sometimes his financial decisions aren't great. He is so wonderful with the AWP on this map. He won't be having it. They definitely don't have any kits either. They'll have basic utility and 5 M4A4s. No silencers here today. As Robs will jump down towards the brown halls. Looking like an inner execute. This is definitely a bonus round of sorts. You can see the MP7, of course, for Chris J. UMP for Sunny. You just want to be doing an execute on these sort of rounds. You don't have the firepower to challenge in the default, but you do have the utility, and you want to be dropping those smokes, allowing those SMGs to push close to the connector. That's the aim of the game here. Chris J needs to get towards that area, start locking down the rotations as fast as he possibly can. The bomb will be planted, and hopefully he can trade out frags. And 4 players have our helmets. Those UMPs and MP7s will do a lot of damage here. Watch out for those.
Good shot, Edward, with... Excuse me, it was actually the nade. I thought he followed it up with spray, but nade does the work instead. He obviously got some damage in beforehand because the nade alone not enough. We know that about CS at very least. Good shot from Sunny, though, getting Zeus simple in the smoke. The advantage and no bomb plant to Navi, and that may be the round... way the round ends, excuse me, is... Edward gets high and above, bomb never planted, and the first round for Navi on the board. They get the AWP back just in time.
I'm surprised there was no smoke down lower ramp or at the connector there. That was an execution. They didn't really seem to give themselves enough to work with. There's no path for the SMGs to get towards connector if you haven't smoked it. Maybe a misplay. We'll never know. It's obviously private information as to whether that was supposed to be there. I would say it definitely has to be. At least a Molotov to stop Edwards just sitting there and spraying them down. Could have been a lot better there. So, Navi posts the first round. Simple gets out the AWP. Any problems they had from a financial standpoint in the previous, they're completely thwarted with that nice victory there. It's going to be Sunny taking a little bit of damage from the grenades at the start. Goes down to just 86. That's okay. Edward right in the pop dog room, and Simple. Here he comes at that AWP. He'll find the first pick.
Good play. Electronic slides out to get Chris J. Won't have to worry about his catwalk menacing them this game. Perhaps as Oscar slides over with the AWP toward B. He's going to rely on the entry information from Rops, but they haven't gotten anything. No damage even dealt, despite some shots fired either direction. Navi will rely on Edward to hold the bottom of Pop Dog. They'll consider the possibility that they could have gone back through the showers and toward A main by putting Flamey inside of the site behind Edward. And the boost for Oscar. It worked for Simple earlier in the tournament. It's rare that it does get the opportunity. If those barrels weren't there, it would be far more applicable because you'd see towards Z connector exactly what we see with the X-ray.
We did see a couple of picks of it this tournament, so definitely worth a go.
Interesting if those barrels were removable by a nade or something, if you could get that up there, clear the pathway.
I think it'd be looking towards connector would be too much. I think it's fine how it is right now. It's worth a go, but usually won't find you a kill. So
probably, I think you're probably right. It would be a bit powerful.
Yeah,
like you used every single round.
Exactly
then.
right. Then you just execute with one player boosted up and just stop everyone rotating in. You wouldn't have to challenge them. But here we go. Zeus once again. He has been in shocking form in the previous map. Won't get anything done here again. This will be another focal point of the T side, but it's still absolutely fine. Simple finds his second frag of the round. Bomb will be planted, maybe not quite. It's going to be Electronic encroaching in, but Rob steals of him. He's very good on the upper platform here, as you can see, finding kills. So is Oscar. He gets the double. Flamey left in an impossible situation now. Has to take down 2 players, defuse the bomb, and Oscar's ready and waiting. Spots him, plucks him out of the air, and that's going to be the round. It's just Zeus again, Matt. I know we're really riding him this best of 3, but it is known he plays B bomb side in pretty much every map, and we caught it throughout this tournament as well. If they know that's where he's playing, he very rarely even gets 1 kill anchoring that side of the map, and why not go there, even if you have the disadvantage? You can get an execution there, focus on his points, know his tendencies. He's either playing the coils, the bomb train, or just beneath the upper ramp. So that's going to be a full eco now for Navi. Great position for Mousesports, though. Fantastic position as Oscar starts to show us why he's considered one of the world's best orbs right now. Flamey gets spotted, and just look at this. Oscar's loving this moment. Well, you're dead. He knows he's dead already. Goodbye. Has to be the eco here. I think it'll be a timeout for Navi. Not a great start on the CT side. Rops is so dominant on train, by the way. His brown horse control towards the upper ramp are just beautiful sometimes. Great crosshair placement. Playing years above his age. He's only 18 years old, and he's found himself in consecutive grand finals, playoffs, and majors. Like, he's come out of nowhere. This is his rookie year, Matt, and this is the kind of performances he's getting. It's unreal how well he's done in the pro circuit. So 2 BD50s, and that's it, 1 grenade.
Zeus toward the pop dog.
Oh, Zeus. All cool. 5-man stack towards inside. It's maybe preempting something. Robs has got the brown horse control, as you mentioned. But towards outer they go. Chris J's already made his way out there. This 5-man stack might not do anything for them. But to be fair, on Mirage, we did see Mousesports make some very lazy calls in the sense that this is Rush B against the CZs. If they did that now, they'd be walking into the Lion's Den. So for now, though, here comes Zeus rotating by himself towards the connector. PT50 only. Might get a dink, but it's unlikely he finds a frag.
So Zeus to control Pop Dog with just the P250. Again, we talked about this 4-1 start. You'd never intentionally do it. It's the same way the last map started for Mousesports, but it gives you the advantage of not going against guns to do a lost round bonus, especially when it's the T side.
There we go.
Zeus gets Sunny down, P250 bomb down inside of the site as well. They can start to position accordingly, but they've lost Pop Dog and they've lost Ivy. That's where Chris slips in, so the rotations to go toward the bomb cut off by his AK. Simple naturally gets the kill back. Still 3 versus 3. Good read from Sticko that Flamey might be slipping in from B. Gun picked up though, Simple with the AK. Rops gets him, not able to do anything with it. Oscar was dinked in all of that, believe it or not, from Edward, but they control 5-1.
Money out again for Navi. It's not great though. Edward will have to drop that orb for sure. He does. Simple will drop back the FAMAS in return. Needs to keep his money somewhat established. 5-1. Clutching at straws every single round. FAMAS, UMP. Simple has the orb. Utility is not great. They've got 3 smokes, 1 incendiary. That is it. Diffuse kit, yes. Smokes towards outside. This could be a big fake. Smoke outside, drop some flashes, send 1 player out, and they'll get ready towards inner. That's going to be Robson Sticko establishing that control right now. Make sure no one's pushed, and once again, it's Zeus alone inside. As you can see, as soon as they drop those smokes, they're going to try and focus on Zeus. Time and time again. They might even walk through the smokes to try and take him down. Don't even give them a telegraph sort of play here. Just get in. But Flamey through the smoke does find Sticko. He's going to back up Zeus now. They've got the man advantage.
Toward Hell for the UMP of Electronics. Sunny's aware that they have that position, and that's going to be perfect for Chris, who's already inside Electronics. They spot his shoulder, but can't respond in time. Now they'll turn their attention from the hitch directly to his position. A rotation from Edward to procure the fact that no one else, and the knowledge that no one else has gone around behind in the backtracks. Rops to take down Simple, who couldn't hit shots in the AWP. Great start for Mousesports.
Oh, hello. There's the bomb.
Don't know what the plan of that was, because Chris J wants it, but yeah, exactly. I guess that's one way to bait. Zeus walks in, crossfire established, 6-1 Mousesports starting.
That's such a next level play if that's what he was intending for. I'll just throw the bomb here in the open. You're going to stare at it, and Chris J will walk around and kill you.
I mean, maybe, but I think he actually was trying to get it to Chris, because Chris had already circled around the train, wasn't exactly sure.
If that was the intention, though, man, that is like the
next level. Yeah, that's
the 200 IQ
tier.
play.
Yeah.
Now look at this. There's nothing to see here. Well, there we go. Sticks 1. Navi after last map, they're going to be just deflated, I think would be a very operative word here. After that sort of game from Simple, you can't close it out. What, he had 42 frags or something, and you can't, that's not a winnable performance. And now he's collapsing on the CT side of train. Have they even got enough? They'll take another eco. This was looking so good for them after looking great on overpass. It felt like it could be done. I didn't think overtime was even possible. Mousesports came back in round number 30. Won it out in overtime. Double overtime. And we'll see if round 8 finds them any sort of success here. 1 Deagle, 3 CZs, and a silenced USP for Simple. Obviously trying to bring out the AWP into the next round. Might as well, I just dropped my Deagle to him. There we go, Electronic.
Good run and gun. CZ, everyone's favorite pistol. Rops gets the shot back, though, because just enough the backside shows as they push from both Pop Dog and A-Main. Not really much room to hide behind that E-Box. Chris J burns Flamey alive. Appropriately named Flamey. Chris has gone directly by.
Yeah.
Simple, who, top of the train, gets the headshot as a result. Spots Stico running toward him. He's going to try and keep using the movement mechanics. He's got Sunny. What is this USP? He's got the dink as well. Stico, 34 HP. Stico finally has enough. That would have been massive, because look at the HP. Zeus is in behind. He has the bomb. Rops on 6 HP. Has to hold off. AWP.
Not the AWP, Zeus, please.
AWP. AWP can't do it. The aim punch. The rifle would have been better suited on 6 HP. Rops holds on 7-1, but just barely.
Why he picked that up, I have no idea. Surely it was given. That's Rob's been tagged up, but picks it up. And like you said, that's a perfect call. The fact that the aim punch touches him, Robs just guarantees it by nailing just 1 bullet at the start of the encounter. Anything but the AWP, I think, would have been better off there. Would have had a fighting chance, at least, with the aim punch. The AWP, especially when it scopes in, as soon as 1 bullet touches you and you've got no armor, your scope's going up in the air. You will not be able to hit anything. And there we have it. Simple even gets 2.5 kills with the silenced USP, and that's still not quite enough. 7-1. Simple back on the AWP. Back towards the side they go. Zeus plays up at this time. Remember, Rops is the master of this area. As you can see, it obliterates him. Why not just keep bullying this area? It makes perfect sense. You give it a free frag every round. Rops will take it down. And they need to change things up. Simple needs to start opening the upper ramp like for the next 2 or 3 rounds at the start. Just kind of show he's there. Maybe rotate Flamey to play the anchor inside. They can't keep letting them bully that. Just to know anyone's unaware, it was Flamey that used to anchor for Navi on the inside bomb side for the longest amount of time. He was actually one of my favorite players to watch. I thought he was great at them. And now they've taken Zeus in that area. And Simple does find a kill towards CD Spawn. Edward just giving himself up for free. Not really sure what the play is there. Desperate call, considering they were down on men. And Robs would have let 2 more past. They have a hug in the smoke.
No, he won't. He's going to bump into them. Simple's going to realize it, surely. Surely.
What the
How's
hell?
he? Okay, he does, because he knows he hasn't gone through that smoke fast enough, so he's aware that Robs was in the sight. Very fast shot.
Yeah, excellent. Still got a chance in this. Remember, they've got no kit. Considering the scoreline and where they are financially, is it worth the saving the weapons? I think they've already agreed on it.
8-1. 8-1 T-side. Navi's been struggling tremendously on the T-side. Now this map, a bit of an exception in that. Remember, we did point out that we need Flamey. Flamey has 1 for 9. He has been the difference maker on this map, and apparently that's true in both ways. Electronic will hold. Oscar wants to climb up. They might be able to get him down. AWP in hand. He'll spot. Oh, did he? He spotted the gun girl, surely.
There's an AWP. Take that.
Go for the double off. You're going to have to. They need something to work.
Flamey's a secondary open out for this squad. He's actually pretty decent. That could be at least something. Someone gets 2 kills, but one of them wasn't really that impactful, of course. Flamey, 1 for 9. One of the other key players not really turning up so far. Simple, this is not one of his godlike performances, Matt, that is getting reset. He doesn't have the chance to do much right now. Not over just yet, though. 8-1, definitely recoverable. They can even come back with 8-7 with a double AWP setup. Maybe this is what they need. Here we go. Zeus will have the M4 this time. He won't be able to change his play out with just him there. Alone, fast. I really like this from Mousesports. Fast play, mix it up, but Simple seems to like it as well. He'll get 1 through the smoke. Take down Chris J. Sticko can't find 1 through the smoke. Take Electronic down to 18 HP. A Simple finds his second. This is some of the form we've come to expect from him now as he looks for his 3rd kill. Edging his way through, looking through the smoke. Sticko can't take him down. Clean round there from Navi, only giving up 1 kill. Simple with 3, Edward convert 2, and that's much better.
And they need to take this and run with it. Still not broken down on Mousesports, but the next round would do that. Timeout called. Chris J to be the one to call it as well. So it's a tactical for Mousesports, knowing that they want to keep the economy in their favor. They want to break Navi again right now and control this half convincingly. And if they do that, put themselves in a fantastic position.
Match pause. So that was just Mousesports changing the pace there. They've been doing very slow inside plays, getting that pick, falling back, execute. I like that, though. You'll see teams like Cloud9 and even Astralis do that as well. After 4 or 5 rounds of doing that, you just drop an outside execution there. But running gun smokes, get all 5 players out and try and trade frags. Problem is, Simple's in the right position this time. I think they were banking on Simple going towards inside potentially. He does go towards up around maybe 2-3 times a half. And the fact they've been bullying inside, maybe that was the reason they went for the outside play. They just try and preempt what the kind of adaptations are coming in from Navi. That makes a lot of sense, but Simple just one step ahead, as always. The absolute master of CSGO right now. Round number 11, been quite a fast first half, I have to say. 8-2 now. Won't be a huge reset potential, but certainly still going to be there. Zeus on the lower ramp this time, playing on the Dupree ledge, we'll call it, as Flamey will be flashed in. Zeus gets 1. Can he get more than that? There's the double, gets the third. Zeus coming to life, as he almost could find 4 there. Does damage towards Sunny. That's the best thing he's done all series so far, but Oscar might be going one step better. Drops down the pop dog room to take down Edward.
What a shot. Read perfectly that Edward was there. He gives them a chance of pulling back into the round. Flamey's on 5. But you're right, Zeus finally having a tremendous impact early in the round. Bomb still in the hands of Oscar. Will work back toward the B site. It's Flamey on the second AWP that has to hold it off. He's waiting for the upper position. If he's shown, oh my goodness, that's easy. 5 HP. No consideration to the lower access point?
When he's got such low HP, you'd assume he'd be on the upper ramp or something like that. But yes, Sunny, it's a brave move with Sunny to make either way. Like, Flamey's just banking on, they won't just walk down the lower ramp, surely. And it's a fine thing to presume, I guess. Electronic, though, should have the advantage here. It's going to be awful timing for Sunny from what I can gather, but no, he nails the shot. Simple left in the 2 versus 1 with the AWP. This is far from ideal. He has got the kit, but they've got the Molotov. And he's also got a smoke, just to note, as he will drop that on the bomb right now. Gives up his position, and it's up to Oscar to take the kill, and there is the reset. Recovered once again. That's Zeus with 3 kills on a round map, and they still can't convert it. So even when he has massive amounts of impact, it's still not enough.
And it's unbelievable because, again, Flamey getting caught off in the open. They get reset. This is bad to worse. At 9-2 and not a lot to work with on the Navi side.
Even when he does that, he even gets dinged the 4th, and they can't win the round? God, that's so demoralizing for the team, right? Like, when you're already having a shocking series, you do that, and you're not converting the round to a victory. I think they have force-bought this one. They probably have to at this point. 1 AWP's out. The M4s, UMPs, the CZs.
Zeus sits second on the scoreboard at 7.
Yeah, he's playing okay.
It's Flamey again, though, 1 and 10.
And that's not. Let's go inside again. You can see what they're up to. Simple is playing inside there. Look at the connector in the top left. Number 1 player, in more ways than one, is Simple. He'll be holding in the backtracks right now, hoping they try and take down Zeus. So he's going to be using Zeus as bait almost. Got him on his fishing rod.
Simple with the op.
This is a good read by Simple. He probably wins this round single-handedly.
Can't hit the shot, though. It goes between them.
Couple.
Can't be fast enough as well, but it baits Zeus in as they look his direction. So he gets the shot on the CZ. That drops the bomb. Rop's still above. Simple's going to position, but the smoke may conceal him long enough. Simple. We snap away too soon. I must have shot between the legs of Rops, who stays alive now to get electronic.
Yeah, a few misses from Simple here. And Chris J, they just need to bide their time. Now Edward's going to be executed here. But no, he does ding both of them, does significant damage, but gives up his position. And Flamey starting to show some form now. That AK-47, not for long. It comes down to the 2 versus 1. They're both incredibly low. Edward dealt with 30 seconds. And Simple, the AWP, does win the round. It's not comfortable, but they do get the 3rd on the board there. Money is in the bin once again, but it's the same story for both teams. Mousesports, I'm definitely forcing into this one.
Just barely, they'll pull back a 3rd round. They need to get this to 9-6. Another timeout called immediately from Mousesports as a result. And this time with less money to work with.
We'll take the pause. Mousesports discuss. Do they force buy? With the lead they have right now, arguably, no, they don't have to. But I would say the fact you got it down to a 1-versus-1 situation. You can afford to get an AK out, surrounded by Deagles and maybe Galils. I would say it's worth it, but that's just me. We'll see what they come up with. All of my opinions are my own. I should state that, it's not fact. And it will be the full eco for Mousesports. Just Glocks, nothing. They get the bomb down, that'd be great, but they're going to allow Navi to have this one. A chance for them to get back into the game. 9-6, it wouldn't be the end of the world.
Zeus. Shoulder peeking and waiting for some presence. He's got the FAMAS to switch to. They're still there, but they want to explode toward him, and with him and the knife out, he's got to be careful because now they will walk directly in. He gets stinked up, but he sprays them down. It's 4 kills this time for Zeus. As he takes his 12th overall, Oscar, the last alive, is sent running back to Pop Dog. Back's turn, surprisingly, but they do realize in time, and we go 9-4.
That terrorist is still smiling on the floor. He's enjoying himself. Zeus will find the eco spray down there. That will boost his confidence. Getting him some stats to work with there in this series. They've been pretty poor so far, but as you can tell, nothing really too flashy. But there we go. 9-4. And the money pretty decent now for Mousesports. He did take the full eco. Didn't get a single kill there, so Navi still on the FAMAS and MP9. Be worth a conversation if it's worth just upgrading those, considering round number 14. But they will not. Default will come in, and there's aggression from Electronic. He's pushing, dropping the nade around the corner. The smoke's already down. Good control by him. He can hold the dumpster now with that MP9.
Smoke will allow him to do so. Surely they'll consider the possibility of it. Gets the MP9 close enough. Doesn't have to peek. He can hold the corner so that they, in turn, have to get close and can't pick him off from far. Flash out. Sticko to check whether to allow Rops to check the ramp at B. Lots of bullets being fired through the wooden window. No one on the other side to catch them.
Oscar the first pick, though. Didn't catch it, of course, but that's Electronic going down. That was towards the Ivy position. Remember, he pushed the dumpster, the MP9, and Oscar finds him. Smokes towards outside now. They've got that man advantage. Try and use it. That's where Simple normally dwells, though. And be towards Ivy once again. Now goes towards Hell. And it's Sunny to go out first.
Play from Zeus again to step up, and Simple's going to complement it this time as Sunny works in. Zeus finally does get taken down toward the hitch, but it's Edward with all the information except the one that's the most important. As Chris J's closest miss shot from Simple. Again uncharacteristic, and the Mousesports steal around that completely falls apart for Navi.
They actually had Zeus outside then and Flamey towards inner. And that's the round they go towards outside. They had the opening picks there. Oscar found Electronic towards Ivy, and it seemed like it was good trades for Navi. They managed to keep themselves within the round, and all of a sudden it just collapsed. Nothing was left, and it's 10-4 on the T side of Train. This is going to be one very difficult comeback now for Navi when the half ends. For now, though, Zeus, no armor, max 7. Edward with the FAMAS, they've almost got no utility on the CT side. It's Simple's Orb that has to save the round here. Aggressive play from Edward could be enough, but Rops reads it. Takes him down. Here's the footsteps, and just about manages to recover in time to take him down. Zeus will be towards the upper ramp with a max 7, desperately holding the corner there.
Simple with the op needs to step up. I know it's weird in saying that. He still tops the score sheet, but missed a few shots this half that have cost them in 2 particular rounds. They're desperate to find their 5th. Double digits already for Mousesports. Great start, great half. Molotov will force Electronic out of position at Pop Dog. He wants to get back in early. Takes a bit of damage from the flames. They might anticipate that. They would have heard it. Trying everything to spam down below. So smoke's out inside of the site.
Here comes the final execution. The Molotovs are deployed. Flamey's in front. Electronic is as well. He'll go down. Flamey will do what he can here, keeping the dream alive at least a little bit there. And remember, it's Zeus with just the Max 7, no armor. Doesn't look like he'll be able to do much of this at all, but it's the last round. He has to go for it. If he picks up the AK, it makes noise, and down he goes. Nice work by Oscar to finish things off.
11-4 after a massive lead slipped away on Mirage. They were able to close it out, mind you. That's why we're here. But puts them in a very good position knowing that Navi's been struggling on T side. Simple as well, not necessarily hitting high impact shots. Zeus was very impressive on 13 kills total, but Flamey has been very absent. 4 kills only.
Absolutely, I agree. This is the problem with Navi. Simple will turn up to most games. It's just whether Edward or Flamey will as well. If one of them's missing, it's a very weak-looking Navi. If all 3 turn up, they look fantastic, which has been the majority of the playoffs, at least, at this tournament so far. Now, backs to the wall. Mousesports, 11-4 lead as they swap into the CT half. I wouldn't be too worried for Navi if they were switching to CT right now, but they go on the T side, and we've seen what they've been doing with the defaults and stuff on Mirage. One smoke, one flashbang, and so they head towards inner, like most teams. Aim for that plant, says Sticko. We'll have the defuse kit. They've got 3 players towards inner right now. Rob to be baited in by the spools. Watch out for him. Sunny trying to take the attention away for his teammate. The smoke will come down low around momentarily. Could go towards connector as well. Depends what they opt for. Chris J to back them up. There's the smoke. We'll go connector. Chris J can see above that, of course, and bait in Rob. So the flashbang's pretty decent. Can actually get wrecked by the headshot. Up to Robs.
Angle. Oh, Electronic realizes it late. Bomb gets dropped. He gets the kill. Robson gets in behind the spool, but that's not good enough because Edward's already behind the bomb train, swinging back his direction. And now he's going to go aggressive. Catch Sticko as well. A much-needed pistol round looking to go the way of Navi, excuse me. As Edward gets Chris J, it certainly will. 11-5. It's the same as what we had in Mirage now.
Yeah, the comeback could be on. Win the pistol, that's half the battle, really. You do have to negate the force buy. If I'm smart right now, if I'm Mousesports, I'm thinking we don't force buy here, right? We don't really do anything with it. We just go maybe Deagles, no armor, save the money. We've got this huge lead. We don't need to stop damaging our own finances. And that's pretty much what they've done. They've got Sunny and Rops, 2 very keen Deagle users. I don't mind that too much. Oscar, Chris J, full eco. Sticko, no armor. That's better. They'll have utility. They have defuse kit and at least 1 AWP going into that first gun round. Maybe even 2 if Chris J fancies it off the bat. After what Sunny's done with the Deagle this tournament, especially against Liquid, and it was on train as well, maybe there's some legs to this, who knows.
Sticko with the Deagle. Can't land the first shot attempt toward Ivy. That's where Simple is. Flash and then fall off, and they'll leave just Electronic on a Mac 10. Potential to run down and enter as they do the same from A main. Bombs back at T-spawn. Flamey's going to get a kill here shortly. Easily.
Give it a bit of a gamble there. Oscar up the ladder. Doesn't get much for it, but remember, this is not a round they're expected to do too much.
Interesting push from Chris J. After they leave that Ivy position, he's all the way up behind them. That could be a problem if they're not quick because he going behind them, knowing that they're inside of those holes with the push from Oscar. They've stacked up B with 3. This could be confusing. This could catch them off, and the comms are going to have to be very clear if that flank comes in quickly. Chris is not yet running, and the kills are already coming in from Navi, so they should be fine. Sunny, though, great shot to take down Simple. He'll be found, then Chris is the last.
Yeah, luckily, no Deagle headshots this time for Navi.
Bomb plant, but it's safe.
Ah, it's safe. That is well played by Zeus there, and he will get the final frag there as well. Good anti-eco by Navi. No mistakes really made at all. Nothing to report, and a full eco from Mousesports in round number 18 here. The game is on once again. We haven't really seen Simple go mad on train as of yet, but trust me, it's coming. His T side is something to behold as well with the AWP. They'll be able to farm some cash this round. Nothing really purchased by Mousesports, and I'm pretty sure we'll see all 30 rounds now. Mousesports are a good CD side train team, but closing out big games, and the pressure is on. It's not their specialty.
Drops falling off the angle. See Simple working down the ramp. Does get a little bit of damage toward him, but in comes the AK of Edward from above. Perhaps a little bit too aggressively, too quickly. Didn't consider the rotations from Z Connector. He gets picked off and Rops then get electronic, but things start to stabilize as 11-7 looks very likely.
You see him just running. Simple's coming. Get out of the connector.
Ooh, good play from Sonny, excuse me, to get him off. He nearly got him. He needed one more bullet, but he had to reload.
Well, there's a very slim chance the CDs can win this. It is a 2-on-2 after all, with Flamey on low HP. They'll come in together. They've got about 15 seconds now to work out these kills are possible. Another dink, both of them low now. Weaponry is not a huge factor, but Flamey presumably secures it now. 10 seconds remaining to find both kills. That's on Sunny. Now look towards the upper ramp, and Zeus doing everything he can just to make sure this is guaranteed. That should be the kill there, and it is indeed.
So now, the first test to Navi. Let's see if they have more than a default on this map.
We will see. Flamey, 7 kills, 13 deaths now. At the top, of course, is Simple, 17 and 11. Double orb setup. This is what they were aiming for. This is why they didn't force buy. You saw how powerful it was in Mirage. When it gets rolling, Chris J and Oscar can be very good indeed. Sonny will boost up Oscar towards the ticket booth in the connector. Working towards that main entrance, a common pick for Simple. He obviously has the AWP as well here. 3 players towards in up, shooting out the smoke, shooting out the windows before potential smoke. And this is the nade. It's had a lot of attention. It has failed again. It's designed to go in towards the mouth of the pop dog, so it finds any CT players there. Luckily for him, even with the mistake, there was no one there to receive it. So no harm, no foul.
AWP times 3, Simple with 1. The other 2, and Oscar and Chris J, not surprisingly, for Mousesports. As they mask the flashes going in with shots, but Sticko wasn't inside of the room when they were thrown. He's going to throw flames out again. They want to go down, and oh, sorry, boys. Back up you go. Good shot from Simple to start it off. He'll find Chris J. It's outside. Simple, though, sliding up as Flamey and Edward to get the response. Immediately, Sonny and Stick go down. Oscar and Rops sent to save. Navi with 4 straight rounds to start off the T side.
Lovely stuff there from Navi. Stifling stuff towards the outside bomb site. You can see the smokes deployed. The Molotovs were good. CTs trying to play in front of the smokes. And the commitment came in towards the pop dog. A nice idea from the CTs to throw the incendiaries down, but overall you could just see them coming out of main entrance, finding the frags, and the players inside the pop dog are absolutely done for there. Could not escape, as it will be a 5-on-2. You know, Oscar's got an AWP. Definitely worth a little look around, even though they've already got the first 3 rounds in the bag. They've got money there, and Oscar, another miss for him. Presumably goes down now. Great pickup by Flamey as he finds his 2nd kill of the round. This is another eco from Mousesports. Robs, he might not even survive this. He's got players all around him. Coming in towards that lower ramp, Electronic seems to know. So does Zeus, and they will get the clean sweep. Not even really taking any damage there whatsoever. Good work by Navi, another eco, as I said, and the pressure builds once again. The crowd's starting to believe. Is this great start in the second half enough to give us similar scenes as to what we saw on Mirage? It felt like it was done then after the first half.
Well, Sports have the pressure applied yet again. They withstood it last time, but only just. Took extra time. Great finals it's shaping up to be. It certainly has been. See if the finish is equally as good as the rest of the series so far. Sticko, with just the scout to work with, does have his elevated position on green, trying to spot in toward A main, but no one showing face yet. Not to say there's not someone in that position as Flamey waits to see what's going to occur. Maybe that's going to get the attention first. Sticko with a quick peek. Knows that he now has the angle, but thinks with the Molotov coming in, they're coming from the left. Couldn't hit the headshot. Give up on it for now as well.
Indeed. Holding my breath for Mousesports in this particular round. The scout presumably does not find them a massive amount of kills. Hold up, a very slow round from Navi, as to be expected. Try and work out what you're up against here. See if there's any stacks in a particular side of the map. Drop your grenades, go out together, trade frags. Sounds very simple, can be difficult against some of these aim stars with the Deagles and the CZs. Electronic waits patiently as his teammates position towards outside.
He's working his way up. Sticko in connector. On to be planted by Zeus. And it might be a safe call from Mousesports. They're going to try and work in from backtracks. They can at least make this expensive. There's not really much to save, so it would be bizarre for them not to at least try and pick up guns on exit kills. Go as a team, go as a unit. That's the plan. All 5 together. They'll get Flamey down. Will they get to that gun? Not likely with Electronic in that position. Great second shot to take out Sunny.
Robs will be the last player here, but he'll just be cowering in the corner, hoping that someone walked into his crosshair. I doubt it happens. Why do you have to play it? He's got a pistol. You've got a lot more to lose than he has. As they'll throw any weaponry he can, making sure he gets absolutely nothing out of this. Good play. Don't risk a thing. As it gets closer and closer, 11-9 now. Money available for Mousesports, and that lead not looking as tantalizing as it once was. It was 11-4.5. Very similar scenes to what we saw on Mirage here. Well, well, well. Double AWP set up again. Grenades okay, not ideal. Sticko just to smoke, that's it. He bought the scout previously. 1 defuse kit. What has Navi got here? It seems to be a lot more well-versed on train than they are Mirage. Aggressive play. Simple takes Robs down. This is not looking great for Mousesports. Solo play towards inside. Not going to be paying off this time. I'll give him credit. It's normally Edward that's there by himself at the start of that sector of the round. So it's trying to take him down. Obviously, though, a different approach from Navi here. They've got full control of the pace of every single round right now. Their money is out of control. They know they can just do anything they want. They can take risks. Go for set pieces off the bat. Oscar patrols lower around by himself, but they have got Ivy control, Chris J and Sticko.
Oscar. AWP.
Oof, not enough.
Not enough at all. Electronic sliding back out with the AK. Gets the shot in return. It's Sunny. Wants to make amends for it, but he's going to have a challenge in doing so with the bomb now planted. Simple on the AWP with a kill in the round as well. Electronic does get taken down by Sunny. Good play from Sticko. Chris has complimented that. We're down to Flamey. He's starting to get up there in the scoreboard. He's on to 10, but he's got to find 3 kills here, and he's overwhelmed. Great retake from Mousesports. They'll find their first round of the second half.
He absolutely will, and you can see that's going to be at least a decent round for them as well. Double AWPs will be saved, an AK-47 for Sticko. They lost that first pick. That was Robs rushing towards the round. It's surprising they convert that one to a victory out of all the rounds we've had so far, but a promising round, has to be said. First round, they really tested Navi. You can see that round, even after some close one, doesn't really damage their economy whatsoever. Round number 22, we are going to be going the distance here. I knew it at halftime, 11-4. It's never enough in a grand final. It's never that easy. As we come into the last 8 rounds here of this pretty epic best of 3. Map number 2 was exciting. From a spectator point of view, it had lots of storylines, and you could see teams crumbling, not knowing what to do, and that's why I love CS. Like, you definitely get that fear factor sometimes, and things start going horribly wrong.
Three rounds separate them.
And this is a classic play, baiting in Sticko. So the idea is the AWP will shoot, bait out the reaction, Sticko just run around the corner, spraying that AK.
They're going to go for the jump across. That might spot Sticko if Zeus turns back fast enough, because he'll be open to the wall. Sticko's aware of it. Knife out, shoulder peek, and they immediately discover that he's there. They weren't ready for the AWP, the second part of the bait, which actually works out in reverse, but it's still the kill for Mousesports and the advantage 5-4.
Good adaptation from that, and Oster's going to find a second frag. That's much better for Mousesports now, mixing things up. Ivy, not open for business it seems. 5 versus 3, Zeus tagged up down to just 50 as well. That's Sticko's initial damage towards the Ivy area. Flashbang to push them back, and they're going towards inside. Now, Mousesports can justify having 2 players towards in it with the man advantage they have. Oscar, like a turret, sitting there on the outside bomb train.
Good shot, Chris J to take out Zeus. Give them a massive lead in the round. Simple, not going to get anything done. Sunny shutting him down. He's not able to get rolling and have that manipulative sort of domination he's had in many of the maps throughout this tournament so far, at least this far on train. 9 rounds, Navi still halted for the moment. 13 rounds for Mousesports. Still money available, but this will be the last time for Navi, excuse me.
Well, they've woken up now. Mousesports 13. Navi 9. Tactical pause. Kane will chime in. It's getting late here in Kiev. Players are starting to get tired. It's 1 a.m. It's been a long best of 3 as well. All the rounds. Long rounds as well. Navi on the server. Overtime, double overtime on Mirage. It's a massive test of mental fortitude here. Some players have crumbled on the way here. Recovery mode for Navi is in full swing. Full buy on either side. As you said, Navi dropped this one. That might be game. A lot of pressure on that side of the server right now. Double orb setup still ringing true for Mousesports. Full array of utility for both teams. Here we go. Round number 23.
Chris J on one up, Oscar on the other. And positioned both toward the outer sights with Oscar in the rotation hotbed. Top ticket booth can easily fall back and help Rops and Sunny. Already they're going to change their formation though. Sticko's going to take the rifle out toward Ivy instead. Chris and Oscar are very close together.
Quite tense right now. That's a play from Navi. Looks like an outside execution. Once again, that Molotov. He really is strong. He needs to learn that grenade, I have to say.
Yeah, it's not gone well for him. Chris's positioning is interesting in this because even with the smoke down, he has a very linear perspective shot toward Pop Dog. So should Zeus start to go in that direction and try and lurk even? Okay, thankfully he's gone back up the ladder. That could be a problem. He can rotate back through back tracks. Good find on Rops. Now the rotation from Chris comes in first. Oscar doesn't want to relinquish his position. Boosted up, but look at Sunny. Bomb as well. It's flung forward. Simple's on 12 HP. They might find the 14th round and break down the economy. Zeus with a good shot back. But they have to recover, and in the air, a missed shot somehow from Chris. Simple's got Sticko. This is not done. 12 HP. This is when he needs to have that dominant round. As the smoke is due to dissolve any moment outside the Z connector, he's flashed off. That leaves him in the open. It's still the bomb not recovered. Chris can watch it. He'll get the information that he's crossed over 3 ops in the round. Which one hits the magic shot? Simple's got to hit 2 of them. Bomb planted. Chris is positioning. He sees him, but Chris is too quick, and it's 14 for Mousesports.
Slipping away, but the bomb planted does give them something, at least. We'll have a look at the money as we get into the next round. Well played by Mousesports there. Oh, man, it's actually very beneficial he got that bomb down. They would have been absolutely done for if he didn't. You can see Ed would have had 3K. Zeus would have 2.8. Now they have enough to at least get 5 rifles out. They have another lifeline here. 14-9. Chris J and Oscar, good work there. A double orb setup once again working out. Pushing in, good communications. And it's simple, had to plant, push him down. Even if he comes off it, kills one of you, you still win. There wasn't enough time. Mac 10 for Zeus. Edward on the Galil. It would have been even worse without that plant. I'm just going to reiterate that one more time. Simple getting the plant saves this round potentially.
AK in hand for Simple as he tries to see above the smoke. Does Zeus do? With the Mac 10, Pop Dog's one possibility for it. Execution. All in, Navi have to win this. It would be 4 rounds. They need a bomb plant at the very least if they're going to play for overtime. And Oscar again is boosted up on ticket. He's ready with the smoke in his way to at least spot them if they go up on top of the tray. Good entrance from Simple. He'll find Sticko. Chris gets one back in. Zeus misses the second shot, and that's when Electronic capitalizes. Oscar's aware that they've gone past the bomb train, and Sunny will act upon that knowledge, but Simple is still in this, and he'll find Oscar. He sees 2 lined up, but can't get them. Information nonetheless for his team, but how do they use it? Edward's stuck on the bomb train with the bomb. But he knows they're both coming from in front of him, and he doesn't have to worry about his backside yet. Flamey thinks he's got the one up toward the access point of backtracks, and Rops has gone all the way around it. Rops has got Edward. They know Flamey's in the corner. Good find. 1 versus 1. and never more important for Flamey in this series. Rops has it, and they've got the money advantage on Mousesports' side.
Yeah.
But again, the bomb plant does give Navi some hope.
I like that as well. I saw the AWP on the floor. It's like, screw it. Just defuse the bomb. Get the round on the board. Worry about the AWP after. And 15-9 now. The bomb plants again. They can buy AKs once more. Simple finds his 23rd kill of the round. Still very close. Comes down to the 1 versus 1 there. 6 rounds in a row for Navi now to take us to overtime. It doesn't seem likely on the T sides. Mousesports might have done enough there. Rops, the rookie year, 18 years old, playing against some of the world's best here. And he manages to win out on the 1 versus 1. We have gone very deep into this final map, round number 25 here. Fast play from Electronic, tries to get himself out of the main entrance. Successful so far, good flashbangs as his teammates come towards Ivy.
Smokes down, Flamey tries to fire back in.
Oh, the flashbang, does he commit?
Land on Flamey, that's for sure. It actually blinded them.
Remember, Matt, they've got 1 smoke, 1 Molotov now. They have no map control at this point. How do they win this round out? I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. It's up to them to decide.
The greatest coach of all time is clueless.
I have it. They have got Electronic down towards hell. That's something. Do they know?
It's a good position to have. Galil, mind you, so it doesn't have the same potential as the AK-4.
They have no idea he's there. Okay,
Exploding.
This is good.
Well, they don't, but Chris is going to consider it, and consider it done. Flamey with 1 response to get him back, but it's all Mousesports. They've got this lined up. Surely it's just simple. 1 versus 4 to keep them in it. He'll start it off by getting Sunny. I'm not sure he's aware that Sticko slipped up in the same angle. Finds Rops, good shot. They're giving him one-on-ones, but Oscar's had enough, and Mousesports with their 2nd title out of 3 finals.
Excellent work. Epic final there. It had its ups and downs for sure, and Mousesports might have given up a few opportunities to close it out earlier, but Train was always going to be there. As when I saw Mirage, it felt like a deflated Navi were coming into the 3rd and final map. They had a great start there. 11-4 at half on their T side. Sure, they started to fall apart somewhat, but they managed to keep it together and break the curse of being known as a team that chokes under the pressure. And Chris J, great performance, the in-game leader, the double AWP. And there we have it.
Double AWP works brilliantly on Mirage. Navi looked lost against it, and Oscar stepped up again for map 3. He had a slow start on Overpass. Credit to Navi, making it a lot further than I think we expected, especially seeing how poor they were in the group stage. But what a job from Mousesports. You've got to consider this team in the top 5 in the world. A remarkable last 6 months. Didn't take the easy route to get here either. They had to beat Liquid, who had a phenomenal performance at the Summit. They're also a team on the rise. It's not easy, but your grand final goes the way of a much rejuvenated team, a team of international stars. Mousesports will take StarLadder's championship. So Mousesports do it. I'm impressed, I have to say. Sunny, late addition to this team, coming over between the last major and the most recent.
And this was no novelty tournament, Matt. This wasn't in a villa. It wasn't in a hotel.
That's
in
a good
paradise.
point.
This was in front of a live crowd with a massive disadvantage there in the cyber arena against a team like Navi. Fantastic work. And a stacked tournament as well. This had everyone playing in
Absolutely. And a stacked tournament with a best-of-3 Swiss system. The first time we've seen that. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You had to earn your way into the playoffs. Brilliantly done. That said, keep in mind as well, as we're going to get to the stage, you're right. It's in cold weather. We've seen 2 resort wins. But that said, it's on the stage. Paul is standing by with Mousesports, the victors.
That is absolutely right, Henry and Matt. This was a stacked tournament with 16 teams from around the world. But those that remain at the very end are, of course, Mousesports. Put your hands together. Commiserations to Navi. That was a fantastic best of 3. Was it as exhausting as it looked from the outside, Martin?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. It was one of the hardest matches that we played here, but it's obviously final, so that's why. I mean, crowd was cheering for them, and we felt it. So, like, it's really hard to play against 6 players on the server.
And what does it mean to, cinch this title in the way that you did? It was a long road, but you made it happen here eventually on the final day.
Well, yeah, it was hard, and we fought hard every match. We were really close to being eliminated in group stage, but we overcame all obstacles, and we finally made it here, so it feels really good.
All right, let me get some words from the other guys as well. Chris and Robin, just give me some thoughts on your progress this tournament and how you guys feel as a team at this point.
As a team, we're feeling really confident. We were really fighting for this trophy. We had an amazing run in the tournament. We beat almost every team that we draw, so even like teams that we haven't beaten before, so it was an amazing tournament for us.
And Chris, what was it like in this final best of 3 to play against a Simple that was quite simply on fire?
I mean, it was insane to play against him. I mean, everybody could see he was on fire the whole tournament. I mean, not only this tournament, like the last few months, he's been playing insane. So we knew it was going to be a hard game. We knew the other guys in Navi were also playing good, but especially against Simple, it's really, really hard to play against him right now. So props to him.
I'll leave the final words with your coach, Sergey. Maybe you'd like to say anything to everybody in the crowd or anyone watching at home?
Ну, я думаю, вы хотели видеть другую команду, да, которая подняла бы этот кубок. Нет? Хорошо. Спасибо, на самом деле, вам за все другие матчи плей-офф. Я понимаю, что вы поддерживали Нави, это нормально. И поаплодируйте им еще раз. И спасибо вам, мы тоже чувствовали вашу поддержку, на самом деле. Спасибо.
Thank you so much, guys. Put your hands together one last time for Mousesports, your champions here at the StarLadder StarSeries I-League Season 4 Finals. Give it up! Now, there is... Hello? Yes, there is one more thing on the cards. We do have to award an MVP for this tournament. We have HLTV here representing that and giving out the medal. And I think it goes without saying there's only one candidate who could be up for this award and has so deservedly earned it over the course of this tournament. And that is, of course, Mr. Simple. Great show of respect there between the two teams. Sasha, can I just get one small word from you, what it means to be MVP and to have this heartfelt loss right at the end? Feel free to speak in English or Russian, Ukraine, whatever you'd like.
It doesn't actually mean that I have MVP because we lost the game, but I just told Mousesports that thanks for these emotions. Last time I don't remember when I had these emotions when they come back, and it was really tough and hard game. So congrats to Mousesports, and they're a great team. They deserve it.
There we go, guys. Sasha, well-deserved and an unfortunate second place. You did fantastically, and you and your team should be proud. Guys, thank you, and we'll see you very, very soon. That'll be it from us on the stage. Thank you for sticking with us. Let's head back to our